welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Andre Torn, who is here on behalf of United. And today we are going to talk about landscape goals. Well, Andre, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for letting me in and share my progress with all the residents. It's my pleasure.
Great. Well, landscaping is a big job here in the village, and I know there's a lot of things to go over. So, interestingly, you have some staffing information.
Yes, currently VMS has about 145 and a half people in landscape altogether. They are all fully staffed, so we don't have any problem. But occasionally we may have some sick leaves and injuries and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So we are looking to see if we can, they're looking to have about maybe 4 floating people to help out to make sure we have our fully staffed.
Okay, well that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But like you said, 145 people, that's a lot, but that's because there's just so much landscaping. But thank goodness, we don't live in a concrete world here.
Yeah, it's we have about 8 sections. The whole village is divided into 8 sections. So that's it's a big job. Okay, so
yeah,
everybody, and it's quite visible. We hope that residents will enjoy the coming year, which it's going to be spring right now, and hopefully we will have everything blooming and everything's going to be beautiful in this.
Yeah, I know. And then we got some rain, which was good to help along those plants. So in regards to communicating how things are going, what did you want to tell us about that?
Yes, communication side, we've had since last year, we had this landscape activity schedule posted on the website. And I'm sharing that with many people, asking them, making sure that everybody understand that it's not we're ignoring you. We have a schedule, and everybody can watch the schedule and know that it's coming. It's not just the big area, and everybody needs to be scheduled. Okay, but of course, if the landscape is not in good shape, then we need to talk about how do we increase the schedule and expand the schedule a little bit. And we also look to establish a dedicated landscape menu option. So currently the information is spread around a few places. So hopefully it will be a dedicated space. And we want to share landscape manual policy and procedure with residents. There's sometimes misunderstandings. Sometimes people say, hey, why do I have this one? But the actual, we don't provide that kind of thing here.
Yeah.
So we will standardize our policy and procedures. And there is a very important thing. We have frequently asked questions. We know people ask questions. So rather than repeating the answer for every question, we will have a frequently asked questions there.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Can,
that's always
understand. Yeah, people can really share that kind of information. All right.
Right.
So that's basically the communication side. There will be more stuff coming out about communication, but at this point, we're focused on those areas.
That's good. I mean, the FAQs are really important, like you said. In fact, some people may read that and go, oh, I never thought of that question. And then they all of a sudden have the answer to it. So that's perfect. Now, what about you have some KPIs?
Yeah, KPI stands for Key Performance Index. And I have a statistics background and some operations research background. And also, used to be called statistics, then we called it measurement, and then now it's called a KPI, and finally it takes off. And KPI is a measurement of the performance of each department, each activities, and make sure that we board members stay on the oversight level, looking at things need to be improved rather than looking at the management say you need to do this, you need to do that. What we're looking at is we use KPI to indicate there is a potential problem there, and that will help out everybody to the department to focus on certain issues, reduce them. It's basically something that predicting something might happen and help us avoid that problems. And then we've starting working on the workload. The KPI basically look at the beginning, how many requests we received, how many requests we've closed, and what's the cumulative number of requests and that kind of thing. That indicates something that how can we improve those activities. That's basically the key performance index side.
Yeah, now, of course, in 2020, it was a weird year, so I don't even think you can compare last year to this year at all.
Yeah. We had some complaint on the globe side, and people were just confused what exactly we need to provide. So we are now focusing on the major issues. We also have some quality improvements initiatives on that.
Well, good. Well, that was a great segue into the quality. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you are planning for.
Yes, what we begin to realize is during the past years, before Kurt Weeman started the management, leading the landscape department, the management was focusing on the quantity rather than quality. So they were complaining about, we don't have enough staff, but I'm looking at the schedule and say, well, you complete all the schedules right on time. Why is that? Okay, either that you didn't finish the job and move on, or you have sufficient staff to finish all the schedules. So I was really confused then. Finally, it was revealed to us that the previous management paid too much attention on the quantity side. They just say, okay, we finished this cul-de-sac, we finished that cul-de-sac, we finished all these cul-de-sacs, but they didn't finish the whole job. And that's why residents got confused and say, I live in the back of a cul-de-sac, but my cul-de-sac wasn't, this area wasn't trimmed. Why is that? And the front side all trimmed, the back side is not trimmed. And or people say, well, the work is not done completely. Okay, people run the mower too fast. So we got all these requests, and we begin to realize, oh, there must be some quality issue. So people VMS start looking into quality issue and start realize that we need to focus more on the quality rather than the quantity. That's what we are currently focusing on. Along with quality, we may start seeing some kind of real, hopefully the staffing level will support us. I have trust with Kurt Weeman that he'll make it happen for us, and we are constantly monitoring the staffing level and the workload level, making sure that we are not drop the ball there. That's the quality side that we want to pay attention to. So this year you will see differences, and a lot of complaints should be disappearing, and hopefully we'll have a better service this year.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. Anytime you can curb a complaint is always a good thing. That's for sure.
Right.
Well,
we pay a lot of attention to the communication side. And when residents complain, I will go out and I encourage anybody who has a problem with about the landscape, give me a call, let me know, and so I can stop by and explain to them whether it's reasonable or it's a little bit beyond our capability. Okay, we need to work together. The more complaint I hear from people, the better I will make changes and make sure that we will receive better services.
Okay. Now, of course, all of the things that you've mentioned requires money, and I know we're in a budgetary situation right now. So let's go over what you have.
Yes, one thing we have is according to 2020's budget. Okay, we are spending, each manor is paying $76.16 for the landscape activity. Mm-hmm. So for 8 units, that's about $600 for the surrounding landscape, the whole place. Mm-hmm. So that's some money we need to distribute it wisely and make sure it covers everything that that we promised and want to accomplish for the community. My image is that this place looks like paradise, and everybody's happy with that. Of course, you can never reach 100%, but hopefully with 90-95%, where everybody will be happy, that will be sufficient. So if anybody's interested, feel free to join our landscape committee meeting, United Landscape Committee meeting. We will talk about the reserve fund expenses versus the budget, how much money we spend for the budget. And we will also review the operating fund expenses versus budget. And currently we are reviewing the budgeting process and understand how much money we have, how do these budget come about, and what are the promises based on for those budgets. So we can share, we can hold the VMS responsible for that and making sure that we will achieve the goal that we set out for the budget. That's basically what we're trying to accomplish at this point.
Well, and that's good. And you know what? Everyone's going to be out and about now. We've got our COVID stuff somewhat behind us. We're looking forward to getting outside. So either A, you're going to get more complaints, or B, you're going to get a lot of compliments.
Hopefully we'll get more compliments, and I have confidence that this year we will definitely get more compliments, okay? Because I'm going out, walking around, talking to residents if they have any problems, and I share information with them. I help them improve their surroundings, and that I hope will reduce a lot of complaints.
I don't know. I think they're going to have to get you a new hat and a landscape badge.
Yes, yes.
Watch out for Andre, the landscape police.
Yes. Landscape monitor, making sure everybody is happy with that. And if there's anything that's extraordinary, we can look at a policy and say, do we supply that or do we not? And hopefully everybody will be glad with that. And we want to make sure that this place is a beautiful place.
All right. Well, Andre, thank you so much. Happy spring to you.
Thank you very much. And everybody have a happy spring coming over. And hopefully with COVID situation getting a little bit less restricted, we'll have more and more activities to enjoy life here.
Exactly. All right, Andre, thanks again.
Thank you very much. You have a good day.
You too. And we'll be right back after this.